So I'm going to let this build up here for a second, take a sip of my coffee. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. All right, here we are. So let's get this started with letting everybody know uh, that there's a lot of stuff going on in our country today, in our United States and everything. We had all the football games, of course. The football players, some of them, not all of them, but some of them decide to take the knee type deal. So I boycott football. I won't watch it. Uh, you know, I won't sit there and watch something that football has no place in politics. It's a game. It's a sport. Um, we should be able to watch it and enjoy it without having conflict of politics. If I want to, deal with politics stuff, I'll put it on the news. Um, I mean, there's so much that needs to be taken attention of and stuff that, if people would react like football players, baseball, like all our sports and stuff like that would just do, entertain us like they're supposed to, give us that relief of, not have to worry, think about or worry about politics. I mean, it's something that we enjoy doing and having, I used to love watching NASCAR. I used to love watching football and, checking out my team and stuff, even though the Packers won yesterday. But you know what? I'm not celebrating it because of what's going on. Geez, I don't even know where to begin with all this, but I will start with the, let's see here. I've learned how to do my keys and stuff, I think. We'll get figured out here. Now what happened to my weather? Oh, geez, of criminy. I had my weather up. Now I don't even see it. Oh, I must have deleted it. But anyway, I can go over here on this screen over here and just read it to you. Of course, today is kind of chilly. It's 9 a.m. It's around 57. We're only going to be, we're not supposed to have any rain today. Looks like by 5 o'clock we're going to reach 75. And then we'll go back down to 63. Tomorrow it's going to be kind of really nice. I see the weather keeps changing. We're going to hit the high of 82 tomorrow, no rain. Wednesday, 73, no rain. Looks like Thursday, we're only going to reach about 59. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By Sunday, it will be up a little bit, about 68. But we're going to fluctuate between Thursday and Sunday around 59 to 68. So keep that in mind when you're out there and out and about. But it don't look like it's going to be too bad. Now, of course, the hurricane is supposed to be hitting landfall with high winds. They're showing high tides with it and everything. It's going to hit Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. It's going to go that direction. Staying to the south, of course, the outskirts of it is going to be, got to watch because, there's always potential for tornadoes and stuff like that. So, high winds, damaging winds, power outages, and stuff like that. Please keep in mind your safety on this. And, be careful. Take shelter. And hopefully people besides want to do these damn riots, these terrorists want to, destroy our country and everything else, maybe they'll take that energy and, and do good for people. We will be talking, we will be talking about this here in a minute too. So, definitely keep an eye on the, your weather and stuff, because anything can happen. Like I always say, like here, just wait 5 minutes, something can happen with the weather. It's like it has. I mean, you watch it and the weather, the temperatures fluctuate so much. And it all depends on what's coming up, that those storms can push heat up the whole 9 yards from the south. So we have that going on. I was looking at this one article this morning, and it's pretty cool. This gentleman, where is he at? Veteran, here he is. This gentleman here, the oldest known U.S. veteran of the World War II, celebrates his 111th birthday in New Orleans. Now, can you believe that? He could probably tell you some stories and some history. Right there is part of our history. That gentleman right there, hey, tops up on your coffee cup, buddy. Drinking coffee. You can see he's got his mask and stuff, keeping his, doing the distance and mask thing, But good job. Thank you for making us safe and free for our country. People like that need to be recognized and, and be honored, because that gentleman right there is one of the reasons why our country is, gives us our freedom. He fought for our American flag. He fought for our flag. He fought for the freedom of you and me and everybody that's in our country. He fought for that. And if people, like I say, like football people and all them guys, kneeling and not respecting the flag and stuff like that, tell that gentleman right there, just celebrated his 111th birthday, fought the World War II. You tell him that you don't respect that flag. This is what I'm talking about right here, you guys. People that have went and to battle and to war, and I mean, he probably lost some, a lot of his good buddies and friends, that were in that war with him. He saw death. He saw the devastation it took to make our country what it is today, because I'm telling you, that guy right there, I give all respect to. He's in my heart. He's in my prayers, because that's what I love. That's what our country represents. That's our history right there. So you have asinine people out there terrorizing and shooting cops and stuff like that, you don't have no place in our country. You don't, because you do not respect, like a gentleman like this right here. You do not respect him. You're disrespecting people. And it's got to stop. And I promise myself I won't get worked up, because I'll tell you, after a lot of stuff I was seeing last night, ooh boy. So, talking about, people helping out and everything like that, the American Red Cross here in Wisconsin actually is going to New Orleans, Oregon. I'm sorry, going to Oregon to help out with the fire relief people and stuff. Because there's a lot of people, have lost their homes through fire and or smoke damage. I mean, it's these fires and stuff are so bad. It's unreal. A lot of these fires are caused by people actually setting fire to people's homes and everything. Um, I mean, Oregon is preparing for wildfires to be mass fatal events. They're showing that, uh, and of that, I got, today I did pretty good with my images. Um, I got to show you this one here. This is in Portland, okay? These are cocktails that are being tossed out. This is actual canister. Portland police, man arrested after using Molotov cocktail to start bushfires. Okay? Honestly, people are literally doing harm and damaging to our country. It's, I saw this up there, the group that doing this in our country is the same ones, are same, is no different from the groups that did our devastation and destruction of 9/11. Okay, these people, these terrorist activists, has no place in my heart, no place in my life whatsoever. If you're going to destruct and destroy our country, get the hell out of our country. Take a first plane out of here. Go to somewhere where you won't, you can do this stuff and get shot right on the spot. It's just unbelievable how the way that people are reacting. People are losing their homes and everything like that. It's just unbelievable what is happening. I mean, firefighters are out there trying to do all kinds of get to these fires so people don't lose their homes and stuff. Then they got to turn around and, worry about, because there's people, setting these fires, and then they're turning around and going behind them and breaking in people's homes and stuff. I mean, there's some of the stuff I've been seeing and reading, and doing my facts check, making sure what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is correct. And some of these resources that I watch and stuff, like that gentleman, I watch at night. He back checks his stuff. He checks his information. So if you guys think, if you guys think going to get away with all this, you got another thing coming. And I really hope. I know the president's heading to California this weekend, or today, this weekend. He's out there going to check out about the fires and stuff like that. But I think he needs to bring in the National Guard, the military, and stuff like that, and just, we need to do a sweep of our country with the military. I really do, because apparently I know the mayors and all that are trying to do what they're trying to do, but to me, it just some things definitely needs to be more patrol, more stuff taken care of and everything, because these guys are going around and literally destroying properties and woods and everything else. Instead of doing destructive and doing this kind of stuff, like these people out west, they need help. They need food, water, shelter, the whole 9 yards, just like the people down south. They need help, food, water, and shelter as well. We need to help them. Talking about this one thing, comes to heart as well, because I have family in this location down in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I love you guys down there. This gentleman, police got a call, a 911 call and everything, right? And an officer went to check, went to the door and everything, and what was I going to say? Yeah, and then of course he came out with a knife, holding it over his head. Okay, what these images ain't going to show you, and I won't show it to you, is the aftermath. You have to actually go to the site. It's all over the place right now. But this gentleman here, I guess he was around the age of 27, somewhere in there, and autism and all this stuff. But he had went into a rampage towards the officer and almost stabbing the back of the officer. Of course, the officer, of course, he stopped and he ended up killing the gentleman just to protect his life, because his life was in danger. This was a definitely a self-defense with the officer. But what I don't like about this whole thing, okay, this is one of the things I talk about in a lot of my shows, all right? People see this. Guy got shot by the officer. Guess what happens? Automatically jumps into the conclusion that it's the officer's fault, and this kind of shit starts happening, excuse my language, but the rioting starts. The protest, I should say. Well, this is riot. This is destruction of property. People start going, hands up, don't shoot, and all this other stuff. Yeah, the gentleman with the knife had his hands up, he definitely had his hands up, and don't shoot, but he had his hands up with a knife going towards the officer. Yeah, all right. Like I said, the officer had all rights to shoot this gentleman. There's no justifying for that at all. So that's what I'm saying. People jump to conclusions before the facts. All right. I see it over and over, time and time. Since I've been doing this show, I've been noticing that people, as soon as an officer shoots somebody, they automatically have to go and start doing the riots, doing the protesting in that section of where the activity happened. So to me, I don't understand why. Well, thank you. Hello. People definitely should not assume things till you have the facts. Okay? Don't go out there and start parading around and destroying your town and causing chaos and everything like that, because not only that you're taking away the police from doing their jobs out there on the street, to help protect other people, that you guys even ask, and when you're in danger, you call for cops. It's just ridiculous. That's why I say it in all my shows. People do not get the facts before they react. And if people would do that, look at your details. It takes a couple days. Now in Lancaster, it only took them about 6 hours, and they brought out a body cam of the situation that actually happened. And it shows a justified shooting. But of course, all night long, down there in downtown Lancaster, they're all sitting there and going crazy and all that. I saw them where they, you can hear them, let's kill the cops. Cops need to be killed and all this other stuff. And, damn the police and all this stuff. And at one point, they're hollering at people, don't stream, take your phones down. They even chased one guy because he was just doing like everybody else was. People were just going crazy. There was fights started up at that Lancaster with people trying to fight. There was, later on that night, they started throwing water bottles. Somebody tried to catch a tree on fire right there in front. They're trying to tear the signs down, everything like that. I mean, literally, there was destruction going on. And then, of course, the riot gear has to come out. They knew what was going to happen. You know, I know this. Every time this happens, when people start assuming some stuff, they want to do destructive. You know, you can have a peaceful protest, you know, just sitting there marching, whatever, doing your thing. But when you're turning around and starting to do destructive things to other people and other people's properties and stuff and hurting them, you got a problem. Okay? So last night I was watching and they were sitting there and literally going in there and you know, there's a ramp that goes up into the police station. Well, they started walking up, and then they started throwing water bottles. On the other side of the wall, they started throwing water bottles at people. That's police officers and stuff. Guess, of course, what they're going to do. They're going to start to tear gas, rubber bullets, all that stuff to get you back out of there. Well, then, in the meantime, before the they started doing all that stuff, it came out on the news that the body cam came out. It was a justified shooting. Well, a lot of people kind of like, okay, yeah, and they went home. But then you got these rioters, the terrorist people. They want to stay there and still show, you know, make a point, or whatever they want to do. And it's not right. You know, send in the National Guards, grab those people and lock them up, throw away the key. That's what I say. Because people are getting hurt. It's just, yeah. Talking about getting hurt and everything. We were talking about this yesterday, about this gentleman that went up at gunpoint. Where's my notes here? LA Sheriff's officers, they got, you know, they were shot at an ambush on the deputies. They, somebody went up to them and whoever this guy was, went up to the officers and to their car and shot them. They went to the hospital and everything, right? Okay. Of course, they're looking for them. There's a reward out for seeking information on arresting this gentleman. I know there was a press conference this morning. I missed it. But as so far as I'm hearing, the two officers that got shot, they're recovering and stuff. It looks like they're going to be okay so far. But please, let's keep these guys in your prayers. These are our officers, you know, officers in blue. You know, these are our guys that go out there and put their life on the line every single day. Plussly now, I mean, cops are getting shot a lot. And like I said, you know, please take footages. You know, if you're going to take footages, you know, I was watching one gentleman. It should have been taken off the line, off the Facebook, but he actually witnessed and watched this guy shoot, and it was being videotaped, and he was making all kinds of rap and raving about it. Oh, but you know, all this stuff. Instead of going to see if they can help or whatever, no, you know, or go run after the guy. Well, of course, you don't want to run after him. He has a gun, but you know what I'm saying? Get a better image, so zoom into his face or something. I don't know, but anyhow. We can all do our parts in one way or another. What's really sickening about this whole thing here is that, you know, these officers on the way to the hospital and stuff, of course, the hospital was being blocked off by rioters. And they were protesting in front of the hospital and stuff like that. You know, the hospital is like that, you know, the Reverend was saying, it's a mortuary, or it's a place for healing. People that get healed, you know, get their lives, you know, whatever the sickness. I mean, some people are going very, you know, devastating situations, you know. surgeries and all that. And then when they're going in there and storming the hospital and stuff like that, it takes your mind off of the patient onto, is my life going to be threatened? Are they going to come in here and start shooting? So you're doing more harm than you are doing good. These thugs, these ass wipes, need to stop doing this nonsense, terrorizing and stuff like that. I mean, I would pull those people from the hospital, those rioters, the thugs, and get rid of them. Clear them out of that area. They do not belong there. You know, it's so sad. It's just so sickening to see this. I mean, it wants to put me in tears because I'm so unbelievable pissed off by all this situation that's going on in our country. It's nonsense. Why does people have to, go around and do these things to people? Unjustified situations. You go up to a cop and shoot them. They're human beings. They got family. I think one was a lady that, she's got children. The other one is, I don't know if he has kids or whatever, but, they have families, and you shoot them. It's like, you're talking about, well, cops need to stop shooting people. Okay. Well, you're doing just the same thing. So what, it don't make no sense what you're doing to them and to others. You don't want others to do unto what you're doing to them. I know there's a rhyme for that. I can't think of it, but I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's one of those things that's been really, really, I don't know. I mean, literally, this kid went out, literally pulled a gun right onto the officers. They wasn't doing nothing. They were minding their own business. They were in their car doing sit patrol type deal at a airport type deal or something, a bus station. But you can read the article. You can watch the whole thing. This is definitely facts. Like I said, I look at the facts and stuff. I know, I might bring up, say, well, this is happening, but I pretty much know what's going to come up of it, because most all these have been justified shootings. Justifying, and it has been going on forever. And there's been people shooting. I mean, but the problem is, like Chicago, that 5-year-old kid got shot over the weekend. There's been other things that happened, the shootings and stuff. I guess a U.S. Postal Service person got shot. I worry about that kind of things, because, your people are out there just killing. I don't know. Do I sound okay? Give me and my thing going to the red. I don't know if I'm having feedback on my mic or what. But yeah, it's just amazing. I can't believe what's going on. These wildfires, everything else that's going on, it needs to stop. Thank you. Talking about Postal Service. All right. Please watch your mail. It's not junk mail. You want to definitely watch out for your mail and stuff. They're asking if you're going to be melting by mail, stuff like that. Double check. Check, dot your I's and cross your T's when you're doing your mailing stuff. Okay, you guys. Your voting. And please go out there and vote, and hope you vote for the right person. I'm seeing a lot going on. I got a lot going on today too. Today is I believe the final on my divorce. I got court at 11:30, so I'll be doing that. So, oh, if you're on here, make sure you watch or listen for it. Or make sure you make your call in. But yeah, so I got that going on. It actually took like over a year to do this. Um, so I'll be a free man. So any bachelor women out there want to just joking. What is it? Almost 9, a little after 9:30. Wow, I went through this pretty fast today. Let's turn this off. I'm tired of seeing this kind of stuff. So let's go into anybody have any information they like to share? Let's do that. I got some information that I'm going to go through while we're looking at it. I was asked a couple questions. I got some emails yesterday about my show yesterday and stuff like that. So we'll go through that real quick. Yeah, I've seen that. Russell, if you're looking, I saw your picture of the picnic basket. This is in Newark, Ohio. This office building, it actually looks like a picnic basket. It's a big, big picnic basket. You know, when you travel throughout the country and stuff here in the United States, our beautiful country, there is so much out there to see. Being a truck driver, I got to see a lot more of stuff. And I tell you, my heart goes out to my trucker buddies, my trucker people that are out there trucking, trying to make a living, plus make sure we have our merchandise. You know, without truckers, we would not have what we have. And I don't care what anybody says, I will fight that all the way through. We lose our truckers, you guys. You think there was no toilet paper and stuff like that? Wait. Without these truckers, these stores do not get merchandise. Even though if it gets traveled by plane, by train, by ship, you know, how's it going to get to the store? It's got to come from a trucker. And I tell you, I was going through some pictures, and I should have put that up on the on here. But I was going through some pictures when I used to be. It was a program called the Trucker Buddies, and at the school where my kids went to school and everything, I would take my semi truck in there and trailer, you know, and I would have a class type thing going on, you know, where the class would gather around and everything, and they get to walk through the truck, inside the truck, you know, to see what it looked like, my bunk area and all the whole 9 yards, you know, and then they walk around. The engine hood was open so they can see the engine and stuff, and look at the big tires on there, and then the trailer, you know, and stuff. And then we were inside the trailer. They would line up on each side of the wall and everything, and we would have a reading. We would read somebody would read a book. They would have class. And it was really kind of cool. So while they were having their class and stuff, you know, I was preparing my next group of children, because there's a lot of children where we lived. So it was really neat. They would line up on the outside of the trailer in a circle, and I would stand there. I got some pictures. Maybe tomorrow I'll post those up. There's my kitty. I would, explain about trucking, what I do, where I go, what I haul. And then, of course, the kids have questions. They would ask me questions about, well, what is, different things. And then I got an idea, and I started sending postcards to the class. Because I have one group of class that I actually did a trucker with. So they would get the information, read it out there, and say, hey, our trucker buddies in such and such state, right? Then me and the principal one day came up with a program called Read a Book Per Mile. And oh my God, I made it into the magazines, trucker magazines, stuff like that. I made it into Cat in the Hat, uh, what, Seuss, Dr. Seuss, uh, where the children actually, they would pick a destination. So where they started their school, and like say they want to go to Walt Disney in Florida or Walt Disney in California, 200,000 miles or considered to 856 miles, So they would read all the way up. They had to read every minute they read was a mile down the road. So they would take the map and, okay, I read this many miles until they got to their destination. It was so cool. It was a really learning curve for the children to learn, plus, reading, doing their maps and everything. So we were giving the kids a very special learning tool that was fun. And I'm so glad. I still have my magazine and everything. I don't have, let's see, I might have it right here. Oh, please tell me I do have it right here. I know I have. Yep, here it is. Yeah. Let me see if I pull up the page here real quick. If I remember right where it's at. But I had fun. I really did. I really enjoyed it. We did that for a while. Like I said, I would get a police escort to the school and everything. And the kids got to come out, pretty much like a recess type thing. But it was, still, I hope I can get this so you can see it. I'll take better pictures and stuff of it tomorrow. Oops. There we go. That's me. That's me on the side of my truck out of school, and the article and everything in the magazine about it. This is one of the magazines that I'm under. Like I said, it was totally awesome. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed it, and those are the things that, you help out your community about, and that's what I'd like to see more and more of. I like to see people really help out and, get in their community and do good, with everything going on in our country right now. And some of these neighborhoods, plus the out west and all of that stuff, maybe we need to start doing a watch party. Everybody's, they used to have that years ago. I know some places still do. There's signs out you see on the poles when you come up to a neighborhood. This neighborhood's being watched by a watch party type deal. And maybe that's what we need to start doing. Having the community, have somebody go around. There's people don't have nothing else to do. I mean, there's retired people, and you can stay anonymous. You don't even have to have yourself look like a cop or nothing. You just be an average Joe out there, just, okay, checking the place around, driving around, looking. But as soon as you see something that is not right, take pictures, license plates, try to get a good image of their face if possible, and send it to your local police department. Police departments have websites and everything else. You can download the information right to their sites and everything. They can look at it and see if it's something they need to take attention to, or if it has to be taken care of right now, or it's something that can look into it further later on. Let that be up to the cops, not you. Okay. Don't take the law in your own hands, because there's going to be all kinds of trouble if we try to do that. But I think, if we have neighborhood watch, everybody start watching, buy cameras, go out there and, and they're very cheap. I have them all over my place and stuff. I have outside cameras and everything else. So if anybody tries to attempt to do anything, they're going to be on video. Even if they try to cut the power or anything like that, it is saved. All that information is gathered, and I can immediately send it to the police department, you know. And I remember, you know, one time, I'm not going to go into detail with it, but, you know, my information was very important to an investigation. So, you know, it can help and save lives. Definitely keep, you know, help out, help your community out, you know, keep us safe by doing our part, doing things that, you know, matter to others. It would be a good thing. Um, Now I like to. I'm going to touch in. I can't talk too long today, but you know, definitely, you know, watch out because there are people throwing cocktails and stuff like that, fires and all that. Hmm. There's fires going out everywhere. Uh, so be careful, people. Really be careful. People are causing this chaos and stuff for no fucking reason at all. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say the F word. Uh, for no reason at all. These people are going out there rioting and carrying on and acting like a bunch of jackasses. Don't need to be out there. It's just terrible what's going on. You know, like the shooting here in L.A. You know, they shot that cops and stuff. And they're gonna get them. And like Trump says, death penalty. You shoot a cop, you go to jail. It's like, you know, like anything else. You know, the law enforcement are trained in everything. Yeah, like, you know, we do have, every once in a while, we have a bad apple. Somebody not thinking right when they do, you know, pull that trigger. You know, but the way things are, cops are scared, people are scared, and then these thugs out there trying to destroy our, you know, people. You know, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, same thing. You know, the guy comes charging out his door with a knife over his head, right, going right for the officer. What is he supposed to do? Oh, stab me and I'll arrest you. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, so please, if you're liking my show, please hit that like button. If you want, please share me. I want to get my show out there. I'm going to try to get this out there every day if possible. Subscribe, YouTube. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. Follow me. I love comments. Give me comments. Even if my show is off, I still will. If I'm not live, I'm still behind the desk and going through information and everything, trying to make tomorrow's show, or maybe later on if there's like top news hitting the broadcast and everything like that. You know, let's work together, help each other out because we need to. You know, by getting our information out there, letting the world know that there is good people like us out there, and we'll help out what we can. This is what I'm doing to help out these people. God bless everybody that is trying and, you know, sending them water, food, going out, like my cousin down south, going out there and help cleaning, stuff like that. I want to see more of that stuff. I want to hear more of good and positive things because I see bad things. You know, help my depression, help my anxiety and everything by let me see in good stuff in people. That's what we need. We need to start seeing good things happening. Block parties. Let's get those set up. Let's get people out there watching your neighborhood. You know, that would be a big thing and would be a big help to our officers so they can maintain and do, you know, take care of things that really do matter. Please, I cannot do, you know, I can do this, but I mean, I can do this better and get out there and broadcast a lot more and get better lighting and everything else. If you could please help me grow my broadcast, help me grow my show by donating to paypal.me/Lee Lewis at Lee Lewis 634. Excuse me. It's down in the description down there. And over here, on, I got to learn my stuff. There we go. I got to move, I keep forgetting about it, move my screens around. But yes, please also check out my store. I finally figured out how to do it. Didn't I, Leanna? I got it. You know, go to leelewis.live/merchant and go to my store. I have hoodies, I have shirts, I have coffee mugs. What else do I have? Coffee mugs, hats, shirts, t-shirts. And I ordered me some a t-shirt and coffee mug. As my show gets bigger and stuff, I want to start doing like more, yes, more promotion and stuff. I'm going to do giveaways. So, do drawings, whatever. The people that are subscribing to my show and everything, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on YouTube, and you can follow me on Facebook. I'm on all 3 networks. So definitely follow me and like me, share me, and all that. If you notice, I did some changes. Backwards here. There we go. I did some changes. You can see I have a couple businesses up here that are bringing them in and out of the show. I'm going to leave them up. They're not sponsors in any way or anything, but these are my favorite places I like to go for right now. I mean, there's other places I like to go, but I talked to the owners. I got permission to put their stuff up. It used to be the Cove. Now it's called the Lost Pirate, the Tiki Bar and Grill. They have really good food and everything. Really nice people, nice atmosphere. If you can play the instrument and stuff like that, they have like people just random playing the guitar. If you want to get up there and play, whatever, bring your equipment. Talk to the owner. I'm sure, I seen it, so that's what I'm assuming is what they're doing. So definitely, they're here in Buffalo City, Wisconsin. Right off the river, even if you're out there boating and stuff, they got docks where you can dock up to your boat and stuff. And so, yes, I'm promoting their stuff. And also, please stop by in Cochran, Wisconsin on Main Street and make me an offer. Right there. He's got some cool things. Even visit their Facebook website. They have a beautiful, brand new dollhouse displayed on their Facebook and on their front window. The bid started at $100. It's in $10 increments. You can take it and put your bid in and stuff for it. Christmas is coming, you guys, little girls and stuff, and it's beautiful. It's got little furniture and dolls in it and stuff. It was brand new. They took it out of the box, put it together, and got it on display. So, like I said, his stuff, him and his wife had beautiful things in there, knick-knack stuff, house decors, whatever, bronze. They got all kinds of antique stuff. They got stuff that clothing, from shoes to stuff to wear, that so I mean, definitely tools. He's got tons of tools, electronic stuff, wiring. If you're missing a wire for something, cell phone wiring, connections and stuff, real cheap. Go check him out. And all you have to do is mention my name, Lee, and he'll hook you up. All you got to do is mention my name. Say Lee. Say I saw Lee, and he told me you'll hook me up. So definitely go in there. He'll hook you up. And don't forget to stop in our local bars and stuff. I mean, even in Cochran, there's bars. There's a couple here in Buffalo City. And don't forget, I don't have an advertisement for them yet. B&S gas station here in Buffalo City. They do sell gas. They have food, beverages, snack type stuff, ice cream, really good ice cream too. Comes from Swan's. I love it. And they have frozen ice creams and stuff like that too as well. Well, ice cream is frozen. But anyway, look at it. If you see the fire above my head and stuff like that, it's just so devastating to see the West Coast. I mean, there's over 1 million acres of fires going on, and the news media is so freaking vague. Some of them are saying it's just because of the climate control, electrical lines and stuff like that. Boy, yeah, electrical lines, because there was one guy with a chainsaw cutting down the telephone pole to cause a fire. There's people pouring gasoline and propane and cocktails and fireworks. You know, they're all on film and stuff. I mean, I can sit here and make a whole 8 hour show on nothing but terrorist attack situations. I really could. Um, but I don't think I don't think I can handle an 8 hour show. Maybe you never know. If it builds up enough, maybe I will. I know a lot of people view this after the fact because I know you can't watch it now, but you know my show is on all day long. You know, for weeks at a time, whatever. Whenever you get a chance, you know, pick it up and look at it. I'm trying to improve it every day. I can bring images in. I just don't know how to do the video part of it yet, where I can do live videos, well, I do live video, but I mean, bringing, like, stuff like this, onto my show where, you know, you can watch the video and stuff like that, so to see my face all the time. You know, I know people really don't want to look at me all day long. But yeah, please, definitely, you know, watch everything and, like me, help me grow my business or grow my show, not my business, grow my show. Um, you know, I do have PayPal, so it would be a grateful thing that people can help me. Uh, you know, follow me and stuff. You know, I want to get a following group. I mean, I do have 400 and some already, but I mean, I want to build it more if possible. And it's scattered. The whole, it's all scattered, but these are just numbers that are coming all together. So, I guess I'm going to leave it here. I got about an hour and a half before, just a little bit over an hour and a half before I got to talk to the judge. Woo-hoo. But yeah, it's going to be done, over with. My kids are all grown. You know, they're pretty much doing their own lives and stuff. My one boy got called in. He was supposed to be off today, but they, unfortunately, one of his co-workers had a death in the family. So, you know, tragedy. So he had to go into work. My other boy, of course, he's probably in bed sleeping. He was probably playing video games all night. He's probably taking a rest, doing his R&R, you know, after working all week long. Their hours are strange. They're only off Monday and Tuesdays, but you know, they work Wednesday through Sunday. So yeah, it's different. But I am also, before I forget, I think I like to try to start a auction program going on. I don't know if, you know, it'll probably be maybe 1 or 2 days during the week or weekend or whatever. But I'm thinking about starting up an auction for the local people and stuff that want to bring in merchandise, or I can go to their business or places that they want to auction stuff off online and everything. Start building that. I think that would be a way to build a community as well, help out people. I'm trying to find ways to help people out. You know, and I do everything as volunteer because I can't, you know, I can't work, but I can volunteer stuff. I like to help out my community as much as possible. And plus, some of these people in our communities, these young kids and stuff, I'm noticing the other day they tearing up our Buffalo County, our Buffalo Park here, Buffalo City Park, tearing out windows and stuff. We had last night somebody acting like a jerk in a bar or someplace like that, whatever. But you know, people are getting antsy and stuff. I can't wait to see our country open up. Everybody get back to work, back to school, colleges back open. This vaccine cannot come soon enough. You know, I'm hearing a lot of good things and talking about vaccine. There it is above my head. You know, they actually, I think they're got something going. So hopefully this is going to knock this shit crap out of us, so we don't get sick, so we can all go back to our normal lives again. I'd like to be able to go without wearing a mask, It just, I don't know if that's going to be something we're going to always have from now on or whatever, like China, Japan, or whatever. But we'll see. I don't know. It's just, like I said, there's just so much going on in our country today, these days, and stuff like that, the news. And I want to talk about a history, and I do. I put a little bit of history in my show, starting matching up into it and stuff. I do have more pictures and imaging and stuff, but there's so much other stuff that's going on, that hatefulness that is part of the history that I'm talking about. Just like that veteran I was just showing you earlier. Um, this veteran here, he's 111 years old, and it's like, my hat goes off to you, buddy. You lived a long life. It's wonderful to hear stuff like that. It heals the soul. People like that, we need. He's seen a lot. Imagine, he was in World War II. He lost his buddies and everything, and he's seen a lot of this country the way it is and what it's become. And I'm sure he's right now just thinking, I fought for my country, for you guys just to respect for my flag and stuff. It's probably got him really pissed off, because I know it's pissing me off. I won't watch football or anything like that no more. I just won't do it. But this guy here, he fought for our country. He spent many years, and representing our flag and fighting for the freedom of our flag, for, people just respected it. You're just respecting this gentleman right here. Celebrating 111th birthday. You're disrespecting this guy by the way these terrorists act, these people are the way they're acting. So, but I love you guys. I definitely got to get off here, get things ready for the court. So, God bless. Please be safe out there. Watch out for the other people. If you're out there walking, jogging, riding your bicycle and stuff like that, watch out for those four-wheelers. Four-wheelers, watch out for those people that are on the side of the road walking around. I love you too, sweetie. Everybody, please take your part and help out. Let's unite. And how you do that? Love. Let's spread the love, you guys. Let's spread the love. Spread the love. Come on. Let's spread the love. We're not losers. Spread the love. God bless. Stay safe out there.